All right, folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments today. Part 2 from Mr. Jeff over here. I know we did, if you're paying attention yesterday, we published a video, hopefully if I publish and do it all correctly. We did a video on Call It Dash. And the patron Jeff over here in Albany, California absolutely crushed it with a lottery card of a flippin' Mox. I mean, just nailed it, baby. So today, on our second phase, as we continue our journey of returning to actually looking at real cards, because cards are not just investments to retire on. These are an actual kid's card game. Come on. We need to remember that, folks, as we journey and figure out what color our Bugatti is. My name is Timmy. You're watching Rudy. And without further ado, the sacred cat has arrived. Boy, look at those ears. Look at those cute little ears. And today, we journey through all the way back to the world of Amonkhet from the year 2017, everybody. Now, a couple important things on this particular product. These are very expensive boxes now, okay? If I had a price check today, I would guess these boxes are probably going to be maybe over $300 with tax now. They're pretty pricey, okay? A couple important things to understand. This set has lottery cards, just like Call It Dash. Okay, we're doing a 3-box opening, which means we have a 50% chance of pulling a lottery card. Fetid pulls. Number 2, the mythics in this set and the gods aren't worth a ton of money. Okay, and actually, in this set, you guys are gonna lose your mind, but we have to pay it. Ooh, hey, the old Rudy the Indomitable there. Mythic number 1. In this set, we actually have to pay attention to the uncommon slot. The uncommon slot in this set is extraordinarily packed with value. So there are multiple $5 uncommons in this set, okay? So sometimes you could get $50 to $100 in uncommons if you hit some of these things multiple times. So far, we've done a terrible job of foil common. So far, Jeff, we're just getting completely, Chuck Norris is just smiling at us in the corner of the restaurant with our wife. We're not doing well right now, okay? So right now, we're continuing to journey through this. So next thing you need to understand, hey, wow, God number 2. Wow, that's a nice little start there. So the next thing you understand is the rare slot. We got some decent little $5 rares and things, but there is not a lot of major hits in it, okay? So remember, this is when they were doing regular lands and full arts. And this was the beginning of them slowly destroying the value of fancy versions and full art lands. This was Project Harsh Mentor used to be a really good rare, by the way. This product is pre-2020, which means pre-Project Booster Fund. So cards still had value. Stores still did quite a bit of mass box openings. And foils and foil rares and mythics were still a special thing. This is before the era of destruction of 2020 of single cards. Beautiful, cruel reality there for mythic number 3, everybody, with another foil common. So remember that. This is one of the boxes, just like Call It Dash and everything else. The probability of you really making money or cracking old boxes is next to 0. That is not why you journey through stuff like this. This is simply an experience thing. You know, I still believe over the next 5 to 10 years, Call It Dash will break 1,000. These boxes will be above 500. And, oh, Throne of Godfear. Wait. I kept thinking that was a land, not an artifact. I think that's one of the most expensive, or somebody comment below, is this the $5 to $10 rare? I think it's a $10 rare. Isn't that the most expensive card in the set? Well, non-lottery masterpiece card, just regular card. You guys know what I mean. And by the way, so far, we have not hit, at least from, this Heart Piercer Manicore actually used to be a really good rare. From what I gather, I don't think we've actually hit any of the $5 uncommons. So halfway through box 1, we are, This is not considered a good box 1, everybody. Oh, no. It's the $5 uncommons are the monuments. But it's not Korn's monument. It's like Okra and I think Bonbon is the monuments that we want, everybody. So Amonkhet, so now we're going to take a step back. And I'm going to give you guys some Rudy lore and some Rudy history as we enjoy our box opening, everybody, okay? So a couple things to remember. Amonkhet came out. It did okay. It did not do that great. Hour of Devastation, the sequel to this, I call it Alvarez Devastating Our Wallet, was a dumpster fire. Hour of the sequel, oh, nice little kitty cat. The sequel to this product, Hour of Devastation, was so bad, similar to Rivals Vixalon, they actually cut off production and print run and restocking early, which led to not even having restocks while the product was in standard. So Wizards has done that a couple times in the past, especially on products that, well, distributors aren't reordering, nobody's buying it. So during this time, 2017-18, when I had this offered to the patrons for $79.99 a box shipped to your door, I can be very clear and tell you guys right up front, ooh, nice little foil coming on it. I can tell you guys really very clearly, this product did not sell. If I look back historically in my spreadsheets, I know this box being like $300 now makes you guys like crazy, but I can tell you all, when I did sell this product for $79, similar to everything else in life, well, less than 5% of my own patrons at the time actually bought the product because everybody thought it was trash. Painted Bluffs. So, I know that's going to make many of you all say, well, once again, if the products are bad, if you buy them, that's the key. Bar, bar, bar. You know, and there's truth to that. It doesn't always hold true, but it does hold true in many aspects of the card world. So remember that. So just understand the history. So when you look at a $300 Magic box, and Rudy's like, oh my God, if I was a patron, I would have bought that for $80. I would have been out way ahead. Look, man, and beautiful 3% ladies that, or maybe 2% women now watch this channel. I think we've gone down. Rudy's just too rough looking for the beautiful ladies. Hey, Bonbon's Monument, finally our first $5 uncommon. I was like, geez, are we really gonna go a whole box without even getting any of the uncommons? Unfortunately, no matter what you all say today, similar to the Rudy's Pokemon bathroom, all these stories now on the internet, I'm here to tell you all, you don't have you have a 2025 mindset, and you're trying to act like that you would have made certain choices in the 2016-2017 era, Sphinx. And using a 2025 mindset on how you would behave and the resources and the money you would have. Ooh, second bonbon, very nice. It is not a valid, it's just not a valid conversation and perspective to have. Because this product, you know, when I was selling it for 79 shipped back in the day, I guarantee you many patrons who closed their account and cursed me out and did the screenshot on social media, this is why Rudy's bad, because there were stores out there clearancing it, dumping them at deeper losses than I was doing, and they were selling this product for probably $76 and $75 just to get it off the books, even if they lost $10, $15 a box. So you have to remember, in the moments of these things, hey, Samuth, this is not a flip card, right? No. Mythic number 4. So there's a lot of history, and there's a lot of things to understand about, you know, reflecting on history, and everybody says the same thing. Ooh, Gideon. Look at that. Again, when Planeswalkers and Jace the Mind Sculptors and Lilianas were... Wow, look at this box. 5 mythic box, double bonbon. I mean, back in the day, this would have been a pretty hot box, Jeff. So, like I said, it's you know, when I give you these stories... Ooh, Prowling Cat Snake. That was actually a pretty decent rare back. That was pretty playable. It's important. We talk about this to learn from it. It's not that it doesn't provide us a secret path forward. It doesn't make us super rich and smart. Split card, Prepare to Fight is our foil rare. It helps us learn about things that happened in the past and things that may help us when things, you know, in the future go a certain way. Glorious went, wow, really terrible mythic, but wow, 6 mythic box. That's above average. Not bad at all. And I think that's the biggest takeaway of this kind of stuff. Ending box 1, Shadow of the Grade. Again, used to be a fun little rare. That's the end of box 1. Very normal. Bad foil rare. 6 mythic box. Double bonbon. No okras. Pretty, I'm not going to say terrible, but on box 1 there, Jeff, that's going to be pretty average for your Amonkhet box, okay? You're not really, again, we only have a 50% chance on opening 3 boxes to hit a lottery card. I still think the odds are favorable. But remember on the Call It Ash video we just did about a couple days ago, or hopefully maybe it went live yesterday or today. On that one, we actually did hit a lottery card on box 2. And again, same as before, these boxes are from the same case. So the probability of Jeff actually hitting another lottery card today is pretty, you know, 50-50. You know, I don't think 50-50 is a bad set of odds, starting off with a shadow. So that leads us to today, everybody. Well, Rudy, you know, we got vintage. Nobody cares about old Magic cards. You know, collector boxes are everybody's fighting for. Ooh, harvest season. Nice rare. And everybody feels a certain way. Nobody cares about the old stuff. Nobody cares about this Bronze Age era stuff. Everybody just wants new collectors. And hey, Bon. You know, that's what everybody wants. Hey, Samu. And people are asking, how do you navigate it? What does this mean? You know, we're not going to focus much on the Pokemon, the One Piece, and the other stuff right now. But when it comes to Magic, the best thing I can always tell you all, and I know I'm a broken, boring-ass record, is, you know, there's times you have to evolve your mindset and your business. But most of the time, it's, ooh, second son. Most of the time, it's kind of opposite. Most of the time, we have to prevent our mental states from changing based on how we feel. It's kind of a backwards thing, okay? And the Plague Belcher, fun little zombie card there. And I think that's more of a takeaway on many of these things. We have to remember, these markets are always going to change. The only thing that's certain is the uncertainty. And we are all in one giant ecosystem. Some people call it a battle. And the goal is all of us are trying to navigate it and undercut each other and sell out and who's going to hold out. And Okra, our first mythic, or I'm sorry, second mythic in box 2. We had a Samu as our first one. And it really becomes a game of patience and time. And the most, cat, snake, very nice. Most of the time, you know, it really does come down to, well, money, resources, and, well, time. You know, you can have a lot of money. Ooh, Bon the Glorified. Another god there, number 3. And you can have a lot of money, and you can be a powerful King Rudy situation. Ooh, Ronus, that's not the one. Never mind. Convergence, yeah. But the thing that's more powerful than having the resources and building an empire and being at like a Rudy position is probably going to just be having patience and more time. I don't think that's given a favor. And that's really, it's a very powerful thing. Because, yeah, if you have some money and you can park and collect and invest or do whatever you want in collectibles or even Bitcoin and the S&P and real estate or whatever you're into, okay? If you have the patience, you will probably still win and beat most people. A little upside down card there. Oh, wait, multiple upside. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute, we got a nice batch of common, uncommon sheet right in the middle there, all upside down. Right, is that good luck? Rare? Okay. All right, okay, all right. Nice little mythic there, nice little god. You know, you really need two things to do very well in the card world long term. You need money, and you need patience, and you need to be able to keep your emotions out of the equation. I guess maybe 3 things. So I guess discipline, time, and resources. Most people, well, believe it or not, most people have the time. Another Harsh Mentor, great rare back in the day. Most people have the time. Most of you, at least according to YouTube, most statistics show the people watching this YouTube channel are between the ages of like 25 and 35. If you're under the age of 50, well, congratulations. You have plenty of time. Assuming you're active and healthy and take care of yourself. And again, there's always going to be outliers, and that's just, you know, life things and terrible shit. That's just, you know, nothing I can do, nothing you can do. But, the old visor man. You know, if you are under that age bracket, and you have at least that 20, 30-year time frame, there's moments in life you've got to step back and say, wait a second, Oracle's ult. You got to step back and be like, you know, if I'm 30 years old, sure, I don't have, you know, Rudy's insane, I don't know, 9-figure wealth of whatever. I don't even know. Another Okra. Wow, really? Double tap on we are pumping the gods here. Hopefully it's a good sign for a masterpiece lottery card. All these gods are giving us good luck here, Jeff. But there's no, like I said, you have to... Oh, Bon. Wow, 4 bonbons and no Okras? Really? Did I miss the Okra one? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I've been screwing up. Maybe I missed it, Jeff. I was like, we're almost 2 boxes? How have we not hit that other uncommon? Man, Bone Picker, that was a big uncommon, let me tell you. The Red Watcher. And let's start to finish there. You know, if you, like I said, you don't need, like I always tell you all, even if you have the ability to just buy like 1 case of every set that comes out, like a lot of my patrons do. They just buy a case every month of random cheap Magic sets. Different play boxes. Well, draft stuff's coming to an end. The play boxes right now, Jumpstart and Dustmorn, and, you know, these things are hot, man. A lot of my patrons are buying them, they're opening them, they're flipping the single cards. Other people are, you know, selling them locally, breaking them down, selling them by the pack. Some people are just literally keeping them sealed. Everyone has a... Wow, really? Upside down uncommons? Or upside down commons in the middle again. Huh. Cataracts? Is that a good sign for anything? No, nothing. That's disappointing. And I think people forget, you know, everyone is like, oh my God, Pokemon, Surging Sparks, Prismatic. It's up or down $5, $10 this week. Oh my God. Like everybody is so zoomed in, staring at these small microscopic swings. And I'm over here going, XY era was like, we're approaching like 10 years. Sword and Shield's been gone a couple years. Like you're talking about products that aren't even, finally an Okra monument. Finally. Holy smokes. You know, I'm over here looking at things going, oh, okay. Scarlet Violet sets, all right. What, 1 to 2 years old across the board? Wow, really? Upside down commons again. That's weird. And I'm over here going, okay, well, where are we at? But you know, these foil full art lands used to be, man, those used to be $5, $10, man. That's what Wizards, again, destroyed that category of value because they're stupid. Unfortunately, stupidity and free will and choice in this world is something that we cannot correct. That's why the Matrix always crashed. And, you know, the architect would rebuild new matrices and Neo would go in. And, of course, it would collapse and fall apart. Oh, Bone Picker would fall apart every time because, again, glory bound. Because free will. Because we have choice in this world, ladies and gentlemen, it's always going to be an inefficient, volatile, unpredictable world. Remember that. Kitty cat. So, it blows my mind how micro-analyzed people are with box and card prices, you know. Oops, sheltered thing. I wish the land cycle was more desirable in this set, but it's not. And I think those are the kind of things that still make me realize, almost like the edge I have. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, baby. Look at that. Probably my second favorite Liliana art ever. The Death's Majesty is an absolute beautiful piece. That purple dress on Lily, I mean, power queen, man. She looks epic. I mean, I would vacuum her house. I mean, this woman, I mean, with the hand up, I mean, absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, man. Love that card. I know, it's probably not worth anything now, but man, what an awesome historical little Amon Kitty Cat Planeswalker there, man. Good old Lily coming back in her power outfit. But as we wrap up box 2, Jeff, it looks like on box 2, we are not getting a lottery card, everybody. So, unfortunately, it is what it is. So we're going into box 3. I'm hoping we still have, we still have one more box. Odds are favorable. Wow, Gideon there. Double Planeswalker there, right at the end, huh? Move some commons over, everybody, so I don't knock them over. All right, folks. As we approach our third and final box here, and then probably another year, we'll revisit again, see what the old kitty cats and see what the old Kaladesh and things are doing in the future. But as we go into box 3, well, we're hoping for a lottery card. 50-50 chance now. This is box 3. The first 2 in this case had nothing. This is the high probability right now. Well, it's supposed to be if Wizards is accurate, but I do know people who've opened a case of Amonkhet, and they have hit 2 and 3 lottery cards in a single case. But I also know people in stores in the past who open whole cases of Amonkhet, 6-box, full sealed case, and they've hit 0. So it's very, very unlikely, but it's still possible. These things can happen. Pyramid. So we got the old Naga Oracle there, nothing crazy. So as we get ready to wrap up this video today, my closing comments on this type of thing is an important learning lesson from an era that's approaching almost 10 years old on, well, why, if this is a $300 box and it's done so well in the last 8 years, why didn't people invest in it? Why didn't people collect the boxes? Where's all the supply of the boxes? Wizards, this was the Print to Oblivion era. There's a lot of questions that don't make any sense. And when you reflect on them in 2025. But back in 2017, in 2018, when this probably went on a print and disappeared, you have to put your thinking cap on from that era. You have to put your glasses in perspective on from that time period to properly analyze the situation. Oh! We did it! Box 3! Jeff! Oh my God. I'm losing my voice. Box 3, baby. Oh, it hasn't been 50 long years. We did it the other day. 50-50 chance. We nailed it both times, Jeff. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going to replace this with a basic land, and I'm going to sign it on here, Jeff Miller, and I'm going to repack it, and I'm going to leave the country and head to Antarctica, Pluto, Tesla, space, reptilians, flat Earth. Oh God. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, everybody. All right, what color is it? Red, right? That's a good sign. Oh my God. Oh my God. 29 of 54. Ooh, the pulse. All right, not bad, not bad. We got the pulse. Hey, not as good as Mox Opal, but you know what? We hit a pulse, baby. 20 minutes in. 53 seconds. Clock it, baby. Video starts. Turn on the washing machine, everybody. Step, bro. No more laundry for the day. We did it. Oh, my God. Awesome. Again, somebody give me a price check. I'm going to assume this is not a very expensive card. Maybe a couple $100. But, well, I guess it's still pretty good. Couple $100. If these boxes are $300 and you get a couple $100 card, plus all the $5 uncommons, different. Oh my God, we did it. Holy smokes, I cannot believe it. I don't know if that's ever happened before. That is absolutely amazing. We did 2 3-box lottery videos, and in both videos, we nailed a lottery card. That is, that's a 50-50 chance. So in stats, if you back up 50-50, that's probably what? 25% chance that we can pull that off? Ooh, Shadow of the Grave. Nice little full rare. I guess that leads me to a good conversation we need to talk about before we end. We only got a couple minutes left of this video today. I think, Angel of Sanctions. I think we need to go over it. The lottery cards. Okay, that's what we need to talk about. I mean, we might as well go over it. Okay, so we've been over the packs. But a question I get on a regular basis from you guys watching, patrons, everybody out there, is the lottery card. Since, let's talk about the pros and cons. We have already know that Wizards has no problem using the borders and framework of these special cards and reprinting them. And, well, they did it with the multiverse thing with March of the Machine. I mean, I think it's probably been in the list slot. It's been in multiple things, right? So we know Wizards doesn't care about that kind of thing. So does that make long-term a good place to hold? Or a good item to buy out? Or a good place to park capital? Does it fit the definition of an investment? That's really kind of the conversation point. Oh, nice little Rudy there. Rudy the Abdominal. Okay. Does the Lottery Masterpiece card series fit the definition of an investment type of thing? Never return, really. And a little cartouche, solidarity. And I don't have a clear answer to that. In my opinion, I can argue collector boxes, maybe certain serialized cards, they kind of do fit the definition of kind of an investable, something that can hold value long term. The problem is on this is an item that can be destroyed financially by Wizards of the Coast at any time because there's no protection on it, and they've showed us behavior in the past that is, well, not positive with the alignment of the secondary market and destruction of their own brand, Magic 30, and certain other decisions that they have made. We have to use caution on things like that, okay? So in my opinion, but actually, let's take it a step further. Hey, Bonbon, finally. Let's take it to the next level here. Technically, when they reprinted even the Masterpiece card framework from Amonkhet into the multiverse, technically the foiling and they actually didn't do it the same. Hey, Steward of Elements. I forgot Mrs. N was even in the set. Technically, if you guys remember, they fixed the title of the card. This is the only. So this gets interesting. The font, which was very difficult to read, that everybody complained about because you couldn't read some of the cards. Some of them were really bad. That one's not bad. Some were really bad. And so what's interesting is when they did reprint it, they fixed that issue. So if they quote unquote fixed that issue, that particular framework with fonts and writing that's difficult to read, with very unique, technically that can be under the definition of really another Naga cleric. That could be under the definition of a unique item or a collectible investable item that can hold value, because they won't be able to duplicate and they're not willing to go back and redo it in the exact same manner. Kind of, I've always said many years, which makes people angry, the game piece people, just their heads, pop off and they roll down the road. And, I've always said for years that the reserve list should be expanded, and I'll say that at the end of time. Now, how you go about expanding the reserve list is the most important component of, Throne of God Pharaoh. Great rare, okay. How you go about it is the imperative thing. I think there should be a reserve list for certain pieces of artwork. I think there should be a reserve list, certain framework, so it has zero impact on the actual gameplay and mechanics of the cards. I even think that certain chase cards in alternate art and those versions and border, they should be special. And the people who spend a lot of money on them, well, that should be respected. Those people put their hard-earned money into, your product. Oh, and, guess what? Second Son and Rudy the kitty cat. You should respect that kind of thing. You shouldn't go out of your way to try to sell a product by destroying other parts of it. I don't think that helps the situation. That is my attitude towards it, mentor. So that's why I'm hesitant to call Masterpiece Series cards an investable vehicle, because it can and it cannot. I can argue both ways whether it fits the definition of an investment, a store of value that has, the ability to grow and adjust over time. I don't know if it fits the full and complete definition of that. Therefore, I think lottery cards and masterpiece cards are a great thing to collect. Super fun. They're always going to be worth money. But I don't know if it fits. Okra. I can't get there. I can't get there. Now, let me add a little layer to this before I end the video. Okay? If these lottery cards had serialization, so we knew exact quantity, and you can't reprint the same serial number, that would tilt it, I believe, fully into the investable category, because then it becomes very finite. We know the exact data. We know even if they reprint it, you can't have the same serial number. So, conclusion of it, I do think collecting and investing in Masterpiece Series cards is a real thing. People love it, especially with Call It Eshnather. Even this is actually the least desirable one, the Amonkhet Kitty Cat and Hour of Devastating Your Wallet and Your Ex-Girlfriend. These are actually, this version and variant of the framework from this block is probably the least collected version of Masterpieces, which again brings us to other conversations about, well, Rudy, we just talked about that. Things that are rejected, is that what we should go for? We're approaching 10 years old on a product like this. And so far, the market has shown us the market doesn't care. The market has shown us it holds value, but the market has shown us over the last 8 years that there's not really a lot of growth, expanding demand, limited liquidity. It doesn't conform very nicely to the brackets and definitions of investments. Therefore, like I said, Masterpiece cards, I remain that they are most likely a really good collectible piece, but I don't think they fit the definition of an investment. As much as I'd love to say, oh yeah, go out and buy, I just don't think it fits the definition. That is my attitude towards it. And the reason I feel so adamantly about that right now is because of the March of the Machine moments when they had the multiverse and they reused the framework of Masterpieces. Even though it's nowhere near as nice, the foiling's different, the font is changed, everything's been changed, the fact that they stepped into that for no reason, they used something special that didn't add value to the set. That's my point. So, Jeff, again, congratulations. You hit another Masterpiece card, 2 for 2. We're going to end it there. We got a bunch of fun box openings coming up. Flesh and Blood, The Hunted, Sorcery, Arthurian, and Alpha boxes and Sorcery. We got even Flesh and Blood with Arcane, old stuff. We're going back to the Failed Monarch. We're going to the beautiful world of Aria. We're going to Pokemon. We're going old school, Generations, Breakpoints, Breakthroughs, Fates Collide. We're going to go back. What we do here is go back. We're going to have all kinds of fun revisiting some of these old products coming up in the world of Magic. We're going to be cracking some Assassin's Creed. I've always wanted to. So look at these cards and beautiful texture stuff. See if we can hit some serialization. And of course, we're going to crack some of the new play boxes. I haven't even done that in years. I'm finally getting things back here now that we're getting stable again and things are running back to normal. I'm getting patron orders shipping in between 1 and 3 days again. Everything is going very quick. Everything is stable. I still do not see a major market shift happening anytime soon. You guys are still absolutely flooding me with orders daily for the $118 ship to play boxes, especially Duskmorn, Thunder Junction, Bloomborough, the $93 draft boxes of, Ixalan. I've even got Wildsville Drain, which is, I mean, my God, and of course, which is on last call for this month. So depending when you watch this video, if you're watching this video in the future, well, it's already gone because it's out of print. And I mean, even, Foundation Jumpstart, Foundation Regular, even Carlo Manor. I mean, I'm still reporting to you guys that, just so if you're not a patron, you know what's going on. The demand and the appetite for you all buying cheap play boxes from me under market price of $50 to $150 off per case has not slowed. Okay. I'm seeing very limited, softening. Collector boxes, we're seeing a little bit in Estrada Remastered, Aether Drift, a nice little, 10% off the highs, maybe 20% off the highs by the time you watch this. So we're seeing some softening as stores liquidate some of these leftover products to raise capital for this big, for going into the new Tarkir set and, of course, the new Pokemon Journey Together. We're seeing some capital raises across the board from lower income and lower capitalized smaller stores, which is the correct thing for them to do. I'm not downplaying it. When you're new, that is the correct choice. It sucks because it's going to be worth more in the future, but they have to do it. So overall, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Friendly reminder, coming up, excuse me, coming up in the next 7 to 10 days, before we even go to March, before we go to Journey Together, before we have all the sales for that for patrons, I've got 4 Journey Together sales. We've got the new Magic Tarkir. We've got all the, by the way, remember the new Tarkir set has 5 different commander decks. It's kind of like the annual one. We have that coming up here with Tarkir. But before we do, coming up just in the next couple days, we do have the High Roller throwback for the Sword and Shield era booster boxes. Nice variety kit. For those of you who want to go back and you're willing to spend a lot of money, you'll get a small discount off market. You'll get all kinds of crap. Chilling Rain, I don't know, Battle Styles, Lost Origins, Silver Tempest. We're going to have a big, nice variety we're working on right now behind the scenes. And of course, we have the Arthurian Legends Sorcery sale coming up. And that's the scratch and dent return stuff. So it's going to be marked below, pretty far below market. You're probably looking at probably in the 400s. It's probably shipped from multiple boxes, the witch promos, the play map, that you get everything. But these are returns, and some of these boxes have dents and everything. This is kind of the scratch and dent sale. This is not a mint condition sale. Hence why it's marked down. It's just leftovers. Past that, there's a lot of other exciting things coming up here, especially with One Piece. We got the OP7, 8. Rudy's been hoarding those to kind of offer you guys another sale. We've got the Bloomborough Commanders. We got the Lord of the Ring Commanders. There's so much stuff coming up, man. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I just want to report to you all overall, I am not seeing a slowdown yet. We have little market noises and softer weeks, stronger weeks, but overall, the demand for everything remains very, very strong. Thanks again for everybody for the kindness. Oh, crap, I didn't mention I've been on YouTube for a decade. If I don't mention that in every video, people get upset now. I've been on YouTube for a decade, and thanks for the kindness. There we go.